CTOS recording your every waking moment. The public has no idea.
to Ubisoft Live at E3.
Woo.
I'm Hanny. This is
I'm Zach. You're Hanny.
We're Zanny and Hack. We're very happy to be here in NLA. It's hot, it's sunny, it's beautiful.
And perfect weather.
The big show's about to start in like 15 minutes or so.
Yes.
We've got lots of things to keep you entertained.
Yes, tons of stuff between now and then. We are going to have some fun. Let's find out what's cooking. Justin, Kim, what's up?
How are you guys doing over there? How are you guys doing?
We are thrilled to be here. I'm Kim.
I'm Justin.
And we have so much to go through today. We're gonna count down the top 10 Ubisoft gameplay moments. We'll hear some pirate stories from the Indian Ocean. We'll talk board games and level design and so much more.
Yeah, we don't want to give it away, but we're also going to be talking about what makes a great community, opening our doors to you, the players, to help us co-dev our games. And it's back after 3 years. It's so famous, it's infamous. The Golden Ticket Gaming Competition. Leon, Madison, are you guys back there? Can you hear us? There they are. How are you guys doing over there?
And the Golden Ticket is back, bigger than ever before.
Oh. We're having a great time. I'm Madison, and we're here in the fan zone where everyone has a chance to win the best seat in the house at our main show and a fast pass to our booth at the LACC.
Whew.
Back to you, Zach and Hanny.
It is going to be lovely. We got all hands on deck. You guys feeling good? You guys feeling ready?
Feeling good.
Fan zone, how you guys feeling? Yes! This is Ubisoft Live at E3.
Woo!
It is beautiful out here. We're in the fan zone, surrounded by all these beautiful humans. I feel the love, Zach. Do you feel the love?
Yes, it is. It is emanating. It is ruminating. It is all the things, and it is beautiful. We love it, and you know what? We take an immense amount of pride in the relationships that we foster with our community. It's obviously, you know, this is a beautiful thing, but it's so much more than this. And you know what? That relationship is manifested in so many beautiful and wonderful ways. And just one of them. Want to take a little inside peek inside the doors of our studios, and we bring in some of our most dedicated, passionate, and oftentimes critical community members. And, well, let's check it out.
Ubisoft is continually looking at feedback from the community, and we try and make ourselves available in as many channels as we can in order to better not only understand people's opinions about our games, but then further to take a lot of that information and those opinions and actually pass them on to our development teams to ultimately make for better game experiences.
To me, the people that make the games is just weird. It is surreal. You aren't able to now just see them as someone who is making a game. You see them as someone who is a person like you.
Just expressing my thoughts about the game, and then in the end it's not just the player, but it's also the creator of the game, so I can express my thoughts about it, and then it can possibly influence the game because I said something.
I mean, we're here kind of almost like trying to contain our excitement because we're just like kind of like fanning out, like, oh my God, this is so exciting. But like our input is being taken seriously. We're not just kind of like the crazy fans having a fun time. We're kind of I feel like we're on a similar level.
Working with the community to know what works, but also what doesn't work. And being honest about that, it's really something that's changed the way we have to discuss and we have to interact with our players.
Community workshops are incredibly valuable for us, not only because they give the development teams a face to the community and direct input, but really allow for that two-way communication.
This is the first time a company gave me, a very regular person, the chance to talk for so many.
It's very humbling to be here and to hear that, you know, when we say our gaming channel and developers that created the game are going, oh, we saw your video. It's so warming, and I never expected it to be that impactful.
Without the community, Siege definitely wouldn't be where it's at today. With 30 million plus players, which is extraordinary and a dream for a lot of developers. I think this is definitely because of community feedback, and if we hadn't gotten that, I have really no clue where we would be today.
Direct feedback is always good. On top of that, you have the fact that people can interact. You can have roundtables. So it means that you can have coders, game designers, other producers.
They listen and they will consider it. And we have seen some things put into the game and changed because of things we've said.
The value of community for Ubisoft is immeasurable. We're lucky enough to have passionate fans around the world playing our games, creating content, talking to other people about our games. I mean, We're so very lucky to have these fans, and we hope that we are able to continue that transparency and trust moving forward.
That was real nice.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, that was like very heartfelt.
Warming, if you will.
Warming, but it's really hot. I don't know if I can take any more warming. My face is melting.
It's a little schwitzy, would you say?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, taking constructive feedback is an important part of our development process here at Ubisoft, but at the end of the day, it's all about the games and those awesome gameplay moments that we see from all of you around the world. So we've actually rounded up the 10 best of gameplay of the year that we'll be counting down to throughout the show. And so let's check out the first 4.
Welcome to our top 10 best of gameplay countdown. Number 10, a unique piece of gameplay from our devs, because devs are gamers too. Snuggleboy's request in the For Honor subreddit was so ridiculous that the team had to make it happen. Shout out to Mathieu, who took care of the animation and the cow's voice performance.
Number 9. The enhanced Predator bow in Assassin's Creed is a perfect weapon for these trick shots. Oh, right between the hooves.
Number 8. This video is called The Perfect Angle, but it should be called The Only Angle Physically Possible.
Coming in at number 7, our annual clip from Stealth Gamer VR. Subtle as always.
I got a visual. No! Going for back, weapons hot. Bombs away.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Thibaut Zimmer from Steep. Thibaut, you're here to talk about some new features for Steep. What can you tell us?
There's never been a better time as now to play Steep. Since we released Road to the Olympic, we've been focusing on expanding our game with community most requested features. And for this year, we adding 3 major batch of improvements and game changes for free, including infinite progression, live activity seasons, a massive multiplayer revamp to come soon, and as of today, photo mode.
That's awesome. Now, photo mode was super popular in Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm very happy to hear that it's coming to Steep as well. And I hear there's a competition going on. Is that right?
Absolutely. I even brought a video.
That's great. Let's take a look.
To celebrate E3, we are inviting the entire Steep community to experience our photo mode and share their most beautiful shots with us. We will pick the best one every day and reward its creator with a GoPro camera. As you know, Steep is one huge open world where you can experience lots of exciting places and situations. So it's really important for us to provide our players with a tool that lets them save and share these special moments in a very convenient and fun way.
The photo mode can essentially be triggered at any time. Once it's activated, the game freezes and displays a dedicated interface, allowing you to play around with the photo settings. You can zoom back and forth, move the camera around. You can of course adjust all of the usual settings, brightness, contrast, depth of field. You can also change the ambiances and the time of the day. And last but not least, we also added a couple of homemade filters. Once you're happy with the result, you can save your picture, which will automatically be displayed on your map. Most importantly, your pictures will also be pushed to your friends' map, and if they collect enough of the likes, they might even get pushed to the whole community.
We hope you'll enjoy our new photo mode feature and look forward to discovering your pics on the mountain view.
All right, Thibaut, so when does the competition start and what can people win?
So photo mode is available as we speak. The contest starts now. And every day, the author of the most beautiful shot taken in Steep will be rewarded with a GoPro Hero 6 camera.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Thibaut. It's always great to hear about the world of Steep. But now, speaking of contests, let's check in with Leon and Madison about the Golden Ticket Gaming Competition.
Thanks, Kim. We've been here in the fan zone for the last hour or so, where guests have been competing for a chance to win our VIP E3 experience.
Oh, yeah.
So the golden ticket seat at our main show and a fast pass to our Ubisoft booth at the LACC. It's a 3-round competition, and we're in the process of narrowing the field down from 250 to 10. We'll be checking in with the leaderboard on a regular basis to see who those lucky 10 people are.
And indeed, round 1 was game trivia. How well do you know Ubisoft? How well do you know video games? And let's check in how these guys are doing. Excuse me, what's your name, sir?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question and gonna play for this prize. So the question is, what iconic game icon was used in the Division 2 teaser? Was that A, a phoenix, B, a dog, C, a shark, or D, was that me? It wasn't me.
I think it was a phoenix.
That's the right answer. Boom. And a winner. All right, make some noise indeed for the winner.
Woo! Congrats.
So indeed, that's game trivia. Other than that, round 2 will be an epic dance-off with featuring new content from Just Dance. And to conclude, the finale will be a 4-player free-for-all fight in Brawlhalla from Blue Mammoth Studio, the most recent studio to join the Ubisoft family.
That's right. But just before, we're going to check back in with Zach and Hanny, who are hanging out with Carl and Marlo from Skull and Bones. Zach, Hanny, I hear it's time for some pirate stories.
Yes, thank you so much. It's about that time. All the way live from Ubisoft Singapore and the Skull and Bones team. Gentlemen, what would you say is your adrenaline to jet lag ratio?
Well, it's E3, so there's nowhere else we'd rather be, so we're feeling great.
Right on.
Right on, right?
So, Carl and Marlo and Carl, great names by the way. You guys sound like a pirate duo. It's awesome. You guys are going to be shown at the big show, but we're not going to spoil anything. But what have you got for us today?
Well, yeah, we want to first do a shout out to the team, the dedicated and talented team back in Singapore. You guys are awesome. It's 3:30 a.m. back in Singapore, but the guys are there. That's the dedication they're showing. So
Troopers.
we love you guys. Thanks a lot for the good work.
Hi, Singapore.
Very nice. Now, so you guys did bring something that you wanted to share with us as well, with all the people here. What are we about to see?
So actually, some of our team members are descendants of real-life pirates in the Indian Ocean, and we'll get to hear their stories today.
Oh, I want to do just that. How about now? You good with now?
Now's good.
Let's do it.
Hello, I'm Paul Fu, lead narrative designer of Skull and Bones, the pirate game that we are developing right here in Ubisoft Singapore. Centuries ago, the Portuguese, Dutch, and English had fought for control over the area around Singapore and the Indian Ocean. As such, the history of the region is rich in seafaring and piracy. Many of our developers come from families who live here for generations, so this history is an important part of their heritage. Let's meet some of them and hear their pirate stories that connect their personal histories to the world of Skull and Bones.
Working on Skull and Bones, I get to learn about the history of my country. I'm from Mauritius, an island located in the Indian Ocean, near Madagascar, Seychelles, and Réunion. Mauritius was highly desired due to its prime location as a stopover for trade routes. In the 1700s, Mauritius was well known to be a hub for piracy. Growing up in Mauritius, my grandparents would tell me stories about very famous pirates such as Edward England and Labuse. So Edward England was famous for the Battle of Joanna Island, but he was considered too lenient by his crew and was ultimately marooned on the island of Mauritius. Eventually, he managed to steal a ship and flee to the island of Madagascar.
Working on Skull and Bones made me more interested in the Bugis and my heritage. The most interesting pirates closest to Singapore are the Bugis. They were mostly sailors and traders. Just because they do not have a license, they were deemed as pirates. My great-grandfather is Bugis. He used to travel with royal family. He passed down the craze to my grandfather and to me. So he would have the Krace stuck under his belt for close quarter combat. He would soak the blade in poison, and the edge of the Krace is chipped, so I guess it's been well used.
Those were just a few of the many stories that have inspired us as we work on the game. We can't wait for you to play Skull and Bones and experience your own pirate stories. Join the discussion on Twitter, Discord, and our forums, and let us know what you think.
From sea to space, pirates to junkies, let's talk a little VR. Producer Adrian Lacey, all the way from Ubisoft Montpellier. We're keeping it global. We're talking space junkie.
Yeah, what's up, Adrian? How you doing?
Very well. It's exciting. Look at all these people playing the game. It's awesome, isn't it?
You guys doing all right?
Woo!
Woo! All right, we're doing all right. You're doing all right? There we go.
I'm very well.
So Adrian, tell us a little bit about Space Junkies. What's that all about?
Space Junkies, it's a VR shooter, so it's a jetpack fueled shooter in microgravity, where you duck, dodge, weave, move, and groove through deadly orbital arenas.
I love
What is that all about? Like, what does that mean?
I love all those words.
Well, yeah, but it's like you're in a spherical battlefield now, you know what I mean? So the action can come fast and hard from any direction, left, right, vertical, even from beyond.
Sounds like somebody's Saturday night.
We have been seeing people playing it right beside us, actually, in the Space Junkies booth here at the fan zone. And it seems like they're getting a little interesting, we'll say, with the self-expression, to put it mildly.
We have this full embodiment system, so you have your entire body, heads, shoulders, knees, and toes, and basically it allows you to sort of point at objects, interact, and really become a living emoticon.
Oh, wow.
And that's the big difference. In VR, you now have both hands, so it's pretty cool.
You can push things,
That's great.
pull things.
Push things, pass things, wave at things, thumbs up, whatever you want. A bit of gesticulation.
Lots of gesticulation, and I'm sure everyone is very respectful and very nice to each
always,
other while they
always.
gesticulate, aren't they?
Yeah, I would say so.
Listen, Adrian, you recently had an alpha. Can you tell us more about what you learned from there?
Oh, well, okay, so we've just finished one of our alphas now, and what's cool is we're working with our players, so their players really interact with us. It's like they're in this new virtual space with us, like they're part of the dev team. So they can point to things, show us interactions, things they like, what we want us to change, and that kind of stuff. And it's pretty awesome. It's been really good.
And some of the fruits of that learning, I'm sure, will be applied in a beta?
The beta, which you can register for today. Right now, you can register for the beta, which will take place on the 28th of June. So come play with the devs and gesticulate.
Register now and gesticulate with the devs. Thank you so much, Adrian. Enjoy the rest of E3.
Indeed, have a great show.
Wonderful. About 30 minutes to go until the big show. I want to check in with our boy Justin, though. Justin, what's good?
How's it going, everybody? Where's my camera? There's my camera. How you guys doing? So if you're just joining us, you are watching Ubisoft Live. We are here in the back lot behind the Orpheum Theater getting ready for the main show. Now, if you want to join the conversation, use hashtag UbiE3. Now, if you are joining us on social, in the forums, on Facebook, you're probably seeing a lot of our brand accounts, Far Cry, Ubisoft, Space Junkies even. But behind all of those accounts are some amazing people. These are the community managers that you're actually talking with every day. So Zach and I actually traveled to Newcastle in the United Kingdom and in Cary in North Carolina to meet the community managers, to learn more about what they do, and to ask a very important question. What makes for a good community? Or should we say, who makes for a good community? Check out the video.
It's difficult to say what community means in just a sentence or two because there's so much to it. I think the key of it is establishing that relationship between us and the people who play our games, trying to make sure that they're as happy as they can be.
We have a lot of people that are basically like community figureheads that want to see the community thrive.
They're the ones that are making amazing content, they're streaming the game, fan art, cosplays, super amazing people.
They're just people that are there to help all the time. They want to see the community go places. They want to see the community do well. They're really trying to help everybody out, bring players into the game, cornerstones of our community.
One of our Just Dance squad members, Tara, she does so much on her own to really nurture our community. She's just out there cultivating and making it happen.
Clive Lewis, we joke around in the Ghost Recon community that he's a bot because he is in every Ghost Recon stream and most probably a moderator of that channel. He's just the most friendly, wanting to help guy that you will ever meet.
Tokyo Joe is a guy who creates models based on his favorite games. I've always forwarded it to the dev team. They know exactly who he is and what an amazing job he does.
It's inspiring to really see one person what they can do for the greater good of the community. You know, they understand what it really means to be part of a community and add to it. They're there to give whatever they can to make it the best place that it can be. A place that people want to be a part of.
I love the fact that we have the Star Player program, and it's a way that we can kind of give back to them a little bit and let them know, we see you, we see what you're doing, and we love it.
I feel 100% confident saying that Star Player program is everything. That's the only reason I'm here. I was a Star Player. I made my way through Star Players to be in this position. Star Players is an opportunity to show those pillars of community a little something special for all that they do for Ubisoft and our brands.
Ubisoft, what the?
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
You got an email.
You got mail?
We've got a little email for you about that.
What email is it? Oh God.
Oh,
Oh, are you serious? I'm starting to. Oh my God!
Okay, chat. Ubisoft would like to invite you to join us as a Star Player at E3.
We're sure you can't wait to get your bean hands on some sweet Californian chicken tendies. How do they know?
This calls for some hype.
This is so fucking cool! I can't believe this is happening!
This is so much more than just some fun to be had. Ubisoft, thank you. Thank you.
E-freaking-3, dude.
I'm shaking. Look at this.
Freaking hype. Thank you guys.
We going to E3. We going to E3.
The 2018 Ubisoft Star Players. What up? And the community managers who brought them. Vince, Alan, how we feeling?
We're feeling amazing. It's good, beautiful day, beautiful energy. Like all this, don't cry on me.
I'm not doing
So all this energy up here is amazing. Thanks so much for having us.
The family has grown, I would say. The Star Player family has been a thing for the last few years. Talk to us a little bit about the evolution of it.
So the Star Player family actually started in 2015, and today alone, you can tell we've been growing bigger and more global because we have 13 different countries represented behind us today.
Represented!
Wow.
Beautiful.
It's awesome, and we have people of all different ages, so.
That's amazing. And in the video, I saw there were artists, streamers, cosplayers, but what does it take to be a Star Player, if you have to answer this question?
So, we get that question a lot. How can I become a Star Player? And the easy answer is there's no magical formula to becoming a Star Player. There's no criteria that you have to check off. We take people from all corners of our communities. We've got forum moderators here. We've got Reddit moderators here. We've got community channel admins. We've got guys who've built wikis from the ground up on their own.
Amazing.
But there's so many different ways you can get involved in our communities.
I love it.
Basically, what we're looking for are people who are dedicated to making our communities, Ubisoft communities, the place that is the most welcoming, most supportive, and just most fun place to play video games. And each and every single one of these people around me in orange t-shirts, they make Ubisoft communities a better place. And that's why they're Star Players.
I love it. And if I may say, I mean, obviously this is a very special moment. It's awesome to have all of you here. But the people who are here, I mean, the family is big. And Star Players of the past, I saw this morning a tweet from DB Division, so I'm getting a little emotional too. he was talking about the fact that, everyone works their asses off here at E3. It's busy. Sometimes we get a little hungry, we get a little dehydrated. We don't necessarily think about taking care of ourselves. And DB was speaking to the Star Players of this year and saying, look out for each other, be kind, make sure we have some food for each other, make sure everyone's up, the energy's good, a lot to see and do. We're getting close to the show. Guys, enjoy the experience. It is going to be so much fun, and we are so honored to have you here. Thank you so much.
All right, let's check in with Leon and Madison for the Golden Ticket competition. How's it going, Leon, Madison?
Well, there's definitely dancing going on here. They're really fighting hard to win that VIP ticket right?
That's right. They're competing for a chance to win the golden ticket seat at our conference and a fast pass to the Ubisoft booth at the LACC. But to do it, they'll have to make it to the top 4 from the 10 that they currently are right now. The final will be streamed right before the conference, so in about 22 minutes and 50 seconds, if I'm not mistaken.
That is very, very precise of you, Indian. So in 20 minutes, we'll start the conference. Until then, hashtag UbiE3 for all your social media interactions. But now first.
And first, back to the next round of top 10 gameplay.
Yes.
Roll the video. Number 6. Macy J with the long shot from downtown.
I got it! I got it! I've been trying that forever! That's the spawn peak counter all the way down to Skylight, baby. That's the Skylight spawn peak counter. I've been trying that for weeks, chat. For weeks. Let me just show you where I'm shooting. For those that don't understand what just happened, let me show. You see this wall? Those are my bullet holes right there. Where's this Cav? It has to be Cav. He plays Cav every time, right? Watch this, watch this. Boom! Look at him! He's dead.
Coming in at number 5, outnumbered but never outdone. Natalie Always 21 is one unstoppable peacekeeper.
Number 4. An important life lesson from I Was Cuddles. Always bring a knife to a helicopter fight.
So I'm here with senior producer on The Division 2, Christian Pana. Congratulations on the announcement yesterday. Well, I should say, the first real look at The Division 2. How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. It's super exciting for us to be here. I think there are 2 magical moments in the game development. One is when you get to reveal the game for the first time, and the second one when we launch in March 15, 2019.
Cool, okay. So there are teams all around the world who are watching the show. They're up late. They've been working, they wish they could be here. Do you have a message for all the teams who are watching at home?
Yes, I want to say thank you everybody working on the family of the Division. Thank you all for your hard work. Thank you to the star players that are here with us today and our community making this game awesome. Thank you very much.
Amazing. So we're obviously going to see the Division 2 in the conference today. And also don't forget to stay tuned after the conference for an exclusive deep dive, 30 minutes on the Division 2, right back here in the back lot in our fan zone. You know what, Kim? Our next segment is about game development. You're the resident game dev on our pre-show hosting team. Why don't you want to introduce this video?
I would love to.
Okay,
so I'm a developer. Oh, you guys have a great time.
All right, let's
I'm
get
a
ready for the
developer at
show.
Ubisoft San Francisco, and tabletop gaming is something that's a running theme throughout so many Ubisoft studios around the world. From prototyping game designs to just plain old fun, let's take a look at how some Ubisoft developers share their love of tabletop gaming.
Even the open world has some sort of rules, right? Hopefully. So you'll need someone to enforce those rules for you. And that's me. I've been playing board games since I was very young, and it was actually board games that got me into game design, which then brought me to programming.
I remember I was playing with my sister and my parents to board games, even when I was a child. So I suppose I played all my life.
I run 2 games of Dungeons & Dragons. One is Planescape, and the other one is a homebrew world. And I've poured a lot of time into this. I made like entire world maps, random encounter tables. So I made this map in Hexographer in my spare time. And I just started with first of all, from people's backstories. I'm a grumpy old dwarf. All right, cool, you're over here. And you know what? There was a demon war, and they all come up from the north, up here in this nice, cheery place called the Abyss.
But there are a lot of similarities. I mean,
Card games tend to be all about the mechanics, and I love mechanics. It's a big part of what we do as gameplay programmers, so there's a very natural overlap there.
I think it's very important when you're a gameplay programmer to have also another experience of game. They can be like a board game or card game, because if you do only programming, you kind of lose what it's really like. But if you're yourself a player, you can really, when you implement something, you can say, okay, as a player, I know this will be fun.
You know, I play board games with my coworkers, and learning how they think and how we work together when we play is a great way to do better features when I do programming. Because if I know how we think and how more other people think, it's easier to work around and make great features that are accessible for everyone.
Scratch that,
No.
just to get Chicago.
But I'm thinking I play my role differently.
It's in the rulebook, it's
Yeah.
the rule. It's fine.
Features like, for example, crafting, resource management, how can they play out? They can be prototyped through paper prototyping and board game mechanics, and then translate very easily into a video game setting and a UI.
I'm currently doing a lot of prototyping, a lot of discovery, and we don't have anything set in code yet, but we have a ton of ideas. Let's bust out the index cards and my collection of figurines and all of my dice and create sort of like board game representations of the experiences we want to create. And then when I came to talk to the programmer, said, play this thing, what do you think? Oh, that's cool. Okay. When you get to do that and just communicate in that way with somebody, it's really refreshing because everyone's just on the same page and they were having fun, I was having fun. And I think that's the game designer. We aren't there to tell you, you must follow the story. We're here to say, here's the thing, what you're gonna do.
And here we are now, joined with friends and family from Rainbow Six Siege. Community developer Craig Robinson, better known to the world as It's Epi. And then over here, Alex or Zoronic. And I think we're going to go with the fact that you are you were part of the Ubisoft Star Player family. You still are. Last year you were here, smiling, shining. You are a former pro player with Rainbow Six. You are an analyst. And obviously that beard is a thing of beauty as well. Anything I missed?
No, thank you. I think that's spot on, yeah. Cheers.
Feeling good? Good. Now, your involvement with Rainbow Six has obviously been for a while, but things done changed. I'm going to say about 5 months ago or so with the Six Invitational. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I was lucky enough to be analyst on the second Six Invitational we had, which was amazing. It's been twice as big as the first one, and pretty much just everything is growing bigger and bigger.
So let's just take a step back for those of us who don't know what the Invitationals are. Craig, can you tell us a little more about what the Pro League Finals are exactly?
Absolutely. So every 6 months we have an event where we bring the best teams in the world to one city for a LAN final, and they kind of duke it out over the course of a weekend to figure out who the best team in the world really is.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago it was Atlantic City for the Season 7 finals, and I want to take a look at the grand finale. And we had Pentasports, and we had Team Liquid, and we had a bit of a rough start in match one. Let's check this out. Map one, excuse me.
Yeah, Pens are this dominant team out of Europe that's just notorious for winning almost everything. They've won half of every Pro League finals we've had so far. So I think everyone was kind of expecting them to take everything.
Yeah, and what are we looking at in this clip right here?
Pens is on the orange side and Liquid on the blue, and Pens is just about to take first map 5-1, which is something we don't see often.
Why do we not really see that too often at that level of play?
Teams are just getting so close that it's not something common, and when it happens, it's normally the team getting the lead early on that just wins everything, because momentum means everything.
So after this first map was played out, it was pretty much expected that Penta was going to run away with it and take the win?
Yeah, definitely, but it didn't look like Liquid lost their mentality, as we'll see later.
Well, we'll see in map 2, the underdog Team Liquid will catch up to Pentasport. So why don't we see how they did in map 2? Roll the clip.
See here the Jaegers. Wow, bullet will go down. That's the first kill. Goga going in for the quick plant on the thermite. Jonas holding off for any of the rotations. And will this go down? Yes, it will. Sexy Cake though will drop one. Two kills though. A flurry for Liquid as Goga gets one. Sick with one more. They're on fire. Pengu, last man alive here. He's got a clutch as he's done it before. So he's waiting. He spots the one player. Zig is somehow still alive, but he gets shot from the side. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Liquid, they survive. And we'll see a third map. The revenge from last year. Liquid almost going down. They bring it back in. The energy on this team is absolutely insane.
So after that second map, we had a really close matchup between Liquid and Penta, and we were headed to our third and final map, where we were going to figure out who the best team in the world is. Let's roll that. So, Alex, in this map, what's happening? What are we looking at with Liquid versus Penta?
Well, after a map and a half, it seems like Liquid finally found their old style of playing, which is the Brazilian way. It's brute forcing, just powering their way through. Penta has this called EV Plus game style, which comes from poker and chess, where you always take the right choice, so to say. They'll go with the option that is more likely to win, and Liquid just brute forces through that.
What does that mean, the right choice?
If you have two options, one is at 80%, one is at 60%, they will always go with the 80%, but that makes them predictable in some way. You're playing up against a harder, I guess a harder strat if you choose to brute force through that, but they made it work.
So what Team Liquid was doing was leaving certain avenues of approach open and vulnerable on purpose.
Yeah, they were basically baiting them into taking these choices, right?
Absolutely, and Team Liquid won the finals. They won the whole thing. What does that mean for these players, but also the Latin American community?
I think, as you can see on screen, it means about the world to them. Sick, letting a little cheer go there, and it's not just for the Brazilian community or the Latin America. It's for everyone in Siege. It was huge.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, as you said, two tears being shed. And then he walks over to Penta before he's even had time to dry his eyes and congratulate them on their win.
I love that.
What can you tell us about the amount of respect that these two teams have for each other?
Well, it's beautiful. They take 30 seconds to celebrate, and then the next thing in mind is to go over and shake the hands of the teams that just lost.
That's a really nice visual. But as we move things forward, obviously, with Rainbow Six Siege, it's always in motion. There's always something happening. There's always changes, improvements. What are we expecting now as we shift closer to the next season and all the changes that are coming?
Well, with the pick and ban coming, teams are going to have to change the whole way they play. It's going to be much more adaptable, like mid-round, and the way strats are built is going to change in the favor of the dynamic teams as well.
And I think it's really going to be, it's a really exciting time for the Siege dev team because, as our game director said, it's going to put the creativity back in the players' hands.
That's awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of E3. I know you have a lot going on. And so
I think we got some gameplay.
More gameplay.
And you know what? We might just see a little bit more Rainbow Six Siege.
Roll the top 3.
Number 3.
Come here. Come here. I got a present for you. Get down.
I have no clue where you are.
Get down. Get down again. Come on.
The gasoline is just like
the
name.
Come on.
For that Twitch account.
Go.
So you should go into
See, there we go.
Found it. Ooh.
Our number 2 clip proves that gold is gold, no matter what. Oh! Nailed it!
Number 1. To see why this is our top clip, keep an eye on the clock and ammunition's health.
15 seconds remaining. 4 last operator standing. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Oh my god!
Holy
shit!
Christ.
1 HP! I had 1 HP! She fucking ran from me! Oh my god!
You have 1 HP?
I had 1 HP that whole time. After I fought like the third person. Fuck, dude.
Magician killed it.
At the buzzer.
At the buzzer.
No health. Inside of 10 minutes, as a matter of fact, 8 minutes to go until the big show. If you are tweeting, if you're doing anything on the social and you're talking about Ubisoft, please use the hashtag UbiE3, and that way we can see it all and harvest
all of the content
good.
and tweets.
I got this thing handed to me while we were in that top 3. I don't know exactly what it is. It is addressed to Yes Guilamate.
Oh, is that like a terribly butchered version
I'm
of Gimo?
gonna go ahead and assume it's for Eve, and I'm also gonna assume that's why it was handed to me.
That's the process
I will
here.
be the buffer in this instance.
Yeah.
And it says it's from H. Drubman Jr.
Oh,
Any ideas?
Listen, I don't want to have anything to do with this.
I wanna see it.
Sounds real sketch. Let's check
you want
it
to
out.
see it? Let's check it out.
Hey there, amigos. Yep, that's right, it's me, your boy, Herc. I just want to take a minute to speak directly to you, Ubisoft. Especially you, Mr. E.S. Guilamate. Pretty sure I pronounced that right. Listen, I've been hearing non-stop about this dang old Discovery Tour, and it got me thinking, man, Hope County needs to get in on this action. You hear me? Come on, man, let me show you around. I've been doing all kinds of corporate research, and I'm telling you, Hope County is the place to discover. I mean, look at all the stuff we got. Historical figures, we got them. Sports is culture. We got fine athletes in Hope County. I mean, no one's made it to the big leagues yet, though. And something from this guy, Peter, who keeps on sending me letters that are not of encouragement. Heck, we got Boomer here. I hear the internet loves good boys. We got fun for the whole family. Come to our annual testicle festival and eat a bunch of balls with your kids. Come down to one of our beautiful, serene rivers. Oh my God, what is that? We got organic farm, nature trails, gentrification, family cookout, animals doing it, iconic architecture, immersive experiences, recycling 2.0, motherfucking freedom. Like I told you, ES, Hope County is a real Neapolitan center, man. And check this out, ES, we even got a mountain with your name on it. So there you have it, man. Hope County Discovery Tour. Boom! Cash in the bank, baby. What do you say? Oh, dang, my wheels! Not my wheels! Oh, cougars! Oh, it's biting my face! It's on my back! It's on my nuts! He's leaving. So you have your people call my people, and we'll figure that. Oh shit! He's coming back! Okay, I think he's gone. Oh, I landed on my keys.
Oh, declined?
Oh man, no. This is not a thing, you guys. Listen.
Look good to me. I don't know.
No, I work on Far Cry. Listen, Hope County Discovery Tour is not a thing. Not a thing. Okay,
right.
Highly doubtful. Erroneous headlines is what it is.
All right, what is happening right now? The grand final of the Golden Ticket competition right over here. Leon.
Yes. We started out with 250 eager players. We went down to 10, and now these 4 wonderful people next to me are going to fight for their right to party, to come into our conference, and for the ultimate bragging rights. Are you guys ready for the ultimate battle?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, but before we do, let's talk a little bit more about the game. Madison, Matt.
Thanks, Leon. I'm here with Matt Woomer, one of the founders and creators of Brawlhalla. How's it going, Matt?
It's going great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Could you tell us a little bit more about what our finalists will be playing today?
For sure. They're playing Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is short for the Grand Tournament of Valhalla. Valhalla is the Viking warrior heaven. But the Valkyries haven't just brought Vikings. They brought ninjas, they brought pirates, they brought monsters, they brought aliens. So there's tons of characters for your players to choose from.
That sounds awesome. So all the great warriors are there.
All the great warriors of the ages.
Fantastic. So do you have any advice for our players?
For sure. You want to use the B attack. You want to build up damage. You're going to get 2 points for each knockout you do. You have 2 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, whoever has the most points gets the golden ticket.
That sounds fantastic. Well, let's head on over there and get this final started.
Indeed. All right, are you guys really ready? No. People, make some noise for this finale. Are you ready? Woo-hoo! All right, I would say press the button. And then countdown. Dun, dun, dun. The anticipation is real. 3, 2, 1,
brawl. All right, we've got 4 good characters here. We've got Ada. Ada has a spear and she has blasters. Really quick character, good for getting in close. We have Ember. Ember is a warrior from the forest. She's an elf and she has guitars and she also has a bow and arrow. Very dangerous for the wolf character as well. Nash is our caveman. Caveman has a hammer, he has a spear, and he has some heavy, strong attacks. And finally, we've got Azuri, the cat lady. The cat woman has guitars, and she also has a sword, and she'll also be moving in for quick attacks. Now we look here, and some characters have, oh, there we already got a kill. We've got, ooh, another kill. Wow, they're racking them up quick here. You can fight unarmed, and that's fine, but what you really want to do is see these weapons, these weapons that are falling from the sky. When you pick them up, you're going to get one of your 2 main weapons, and oh, there we go. They have figured out the weapon system and are doing really well. Ember is going in and mixing it up. She is really in the middle of everything. Nash is kind of backing off, letting the battle come to him. Oh, and that worked out for him with a hard ground pound. It's 4-4 with under a minute left. We have anybody can get into this. Ada can get in with a nice double kill. Azuri can get back in with just a single kill. It's tied up at the top. It's mixing it up right there in the middle. Wow, there's 30 seconds left. Ember's got a weapon. She's right there in the middle. She's holding on to that lead. Oh, she's picked it up. She's got 6 points. Somebody needs to step up. We're under 30 seconds. Nash is moving in hard. We need to close it out. You guys need to move in. You got to take it away from Ember. She's doing well. Oh, Azuri's got the ground pound. She's coming in for it. She's gonna try and make her move right now. She's looking for the hit, looking for the hit. Is she gonna find it? 10, 8, 6, 5. Oh, 6-6, we are tied up. 3, 2, 1, it is tied. Luckily, this game comes standard with a tiebreaker. They're both top characters are at deep red. They're going in hard.
Decide a winner.
Anything happens, anything can go.
We have to pick. And the winner is. All right. Here you go. Golden ticket. Ultimate Gaming backpack. Let's go. Let's go.
Enjoy the conference.
30 seconds. Inside of 30 seconds to go. We're right here.
That was intense.
We're here. Here we go. Wrapping up 20 seconds to go. Lots of love to all the teams, all the people here in the fan zone in the theater. Show's about to begin. Hashtag UbiE3. Lots of love from everyone here.
All the love.
And don't forget the post show. After the main show, we have exclusive gameplay from the Division 2. You definitely don't want to miss this.
Enjoy the show.
Have fun.
Here in the theater and online at home. We cannot wait to show you what we have today, and I can promise you it's more interesting than a keychain. Oh. Too soon, maybe? Too soon? I don't know, up in the balcony, are you guys ready? Yes!
Down on the main floor, are you guys ready?
Let's go, players! All right, everybody. Everybody at home, are you ready? Yes. We're just gonna assume that they're ready.
Well, if you're ready for the biggest biggest show in gaming, then let's start the show.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
Cook, do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sickbay after eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy and invigorating.
Captain to crew, dead monkey in the crow's nest. I repeat, monkey down. Else space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige, bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat. Main engines are cursed.
Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Lock down the bacon. Give me auxiliary engines. Deploy shields and bring up out now! Brace yourselves! Gods protect us.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you. Hello, I'm Gabrielle Schrager, Narrative Director.
And I'm Guillaume Brunier, Senior Producer.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our progress on our space opera, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Dakini leading the legendary crew of the Gada on a quest to discover the location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
But Dakini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading a crew into the deep, unexplored space beyond System 3, when they come face to face with their nemesis.
Fans will have recognized a ferocious young Jade. And Paige is back as the incorrigible chief cook of the Gada. We've got 2 other officers, Uma, the holistic chief medic, and Callum, our chief engineer. And all of these legendary characters will be playing a major role in our prequel.
Today, we are proud to represent our growing production team in Montpellier, Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Sofia. Thanks, everyone, for making it happen. Thank you. Thank you for them.
Thank you. Thank you for them.
In BGE2, you are a space pirate captain in a distant galaxy near the end of the 24th century. Yep. At this year's E3, we will be showcasing a new behind closed doors demo, offering a first look at our major location, the sacred city of Ganesha. Now, let's take a look at our first pre-alpha gameplay footage.
Ganesha is a metropolis filled with sacred temples, beautiful gardens, and bustling shops. But it's also a darker underworld, rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Our game is an action-adventure RPG that you can play alone or with your friends in co-op. From the intimate interior of a hidden temple to the very edge of the galaxy, fight on the ground and in space at massively different scales. And all of this
seamlessly. What you will be seeing at E3 this year is only a very small part of a much larger open universe we are creating. A universe we are also building with our fans. Yeah, let's go.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before through the Space Monkey program. We want our fans and people all over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today, we are issuing an open invitation for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there is literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
To do this, we have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Thank you. I love this theater. So thanks to you guys, thanks to Guillaume, and thanks to Gabrielle. It's really good to be here. I'm super excited to do this. For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing that I've been making for a long, long time. It's really dear to me. And it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other creative platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So, when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together. And the same goes for the visual assets that we'll be creating. So, whether you're a writer, a musician, an illustrator, if you're a pro-level artist, or if you're just someone who really cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world, and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute. Our first creative challenges are live. As of now, someone's at my office pushing the button, very nervous. You guys are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it. Go do that shit. Thanks.
Hit Record's approach to community collaboration is inspiring, and we're incredibly happy to be working with Joseph and his team. And we really can't wait to see what the community creates, so let's do it.
Me too.
We will be showcasing some of this content at our very first dedicated community event, the BGE Fest, which will take place in Montpellier this fall. Thanks, everyone. Have a great E3.
Thank you! We nailed it! We nailed it!
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin Kruger, community developer on Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm here today to talk about our community. Our community that inspires us and drives us every single day. The Siege team back in Montreal has actually been so inspired by seeing all of the millions of people playing our game every single day over the past 2.5 years. We've actually absolutely loved seeing our community grow, and I'm excited to announce today that the Rainbow Six Siege community is now 35 million players. Yes, thank you. I wish I could hug every single one of you, but I don't know if my arms are big enough to hug every single one of you. That would take a long time as well. As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps that is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all of these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now. And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The world's biggest esport teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the many ways to enjoy competitions for Rainbow Six. The sixth major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the sixth invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah. So whether you're a player or just a fan of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of the game, the community, and the esports teams, we wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our most influential players. Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level. Without further ado, here's the first look at Another Mindset.
That is like the greatest injury to ever happen to me, only because it brought Siege to me.
I've been doing this for what? Since year one, season one, right? And I failed, and then finally we started succeeding. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back.
Eu recebi sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
Acho que você tem que realmente botar toda a sua emoção dentro do jogo.
Trials is all about crashing with style and getting up again. Hello! I'm Antti Ilvassuo, Creative Director of Trials and also Prime Minister of Finland. Now I'm pleased to announce that Trials is back and it's bigger than ever. Sorry about that. Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players, and our community has always been a pillar of Trials. In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever. To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor Fat Shady.
You made a mess. Well, thank you, Auntie, and hello, everyone. I see OTHD down the front. I see you. I became a fan of Trials because it's challenging, but so rewarding when you overcome something difficult. But I soon realized that a number of players struggled with the harder levels. So in 2013, I created the University of Trials, a YouTube channel dedicated to mastering Trials writing. Now, before I go on, Ubisoft star players, I want you guys to make some big noise right now. All right, well, 5 years ago, I was a star player just like them. But when Redlinks began work on Trials Rising, they approached me to design and create all of the tutorial content within the game. It has been an amazing experience for me, but I wasn't the only one involved. 20 community members, known as the Trials Elite, up there, have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years. Whether they were track builders, streamers, or speedrunners, each brought something special to help shape this game. Now, if you want to get involved, register online at trialsgame.com for a closed beta happening later this year.
Good.
That's it.
Let's go.
Hey. What? We're not going to put a big coming soon up here. Oh, I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. Trials Rising will release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the first time ever also Nintendo Switch. If you are E3, come to our booth and we'll show what Trials is about. Crashing with style and getting up again. Let's get out.
Let's go.
Thank you, and everyone have a nice E3!
Yeah.
My name is Julian Garrity, and I'm the creative director on Tom Clancy's The Division 2. On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City. The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out, but America is tearing itself apart. Washington, D.C. is at the heart of this battle. Under constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival lies the seed for the rebirth of society.
Keep moving.
I didn't do anything.
Some of you may believe the rules are unfair. That's too bad.
Quiet, you. I said no more talking.
The rules are not subject to negotiation.
Shut up!
Defy the rules, and there will be consequences.
Let's go. Come on.
Examples will be made.
On your knees. Keep still.
You are the last line of defense for those civilians and for the country. If you fail, history will be written by tyrants. If you succeed, history will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians. In The Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has ever encountered. To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment and tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization. It starts with the choice of a signature weapon, powerful and unique weapons that complement the rest of your equipment. As you progress with your specializations, you will not only grow in power, but also unlock additional tools and abilities, including exclusive versions of skills. Specializations enable you to truly complete your own personal playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take team play even further. Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge. Raids are coming to The Division 2. We learned a lot. We learned a lot from working on the first game. And with The Division 2, we're launching with plans for years of frequent major content updates. Today, we're ready to outline our plans for year 1. We will be launching 3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring new story, new areas to explore, and new activities. And the best part, all of these episodes will be completely free for everyone. Where's my Division team? Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after the conference is done. Until then, remember, this is history's defining moment. Hope for the future lies in you, agents of the Division. Thank you.
Keep
Hi, I'm Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game. It was incredible. So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support and all the feedbacks we received. Thank you. So we also started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure, and with a brand new hero as well, one that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today, we wanted to celebrate the upcoming release of the Donkey Kong adventure, and what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hit. So please enjoy. Thank you.
Sorry, I did not know they had changed your entrance, so my
Changes
apologies.
every day, every second it changes.
Yeah, let's hope this works.
was over. The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve. It was dog eat dog. We became kings, queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. We thought we were. In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves. And wolves hunt in packs.
Of Skull and Bones, there are soulless empires. There are greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas. But there are no heroes. Hello, my name is Justin Farron, Creative Director at Ubisoft Singapore. And for the past year, my team and I have been anxiously awaiting this moment to invite you, our fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018. Piracy is dead in the Caribbean. The empires crushing all those who oppose them. So your next big score? The Indian Ocean, home to the richest trade routes in the world, where merchant ships carry cargo worth over $10 billion a year. And you're gonna steal every last fucking coin. First, you need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India. That treasure will help you claw your way to the top, to become the pirate that no empire can take down. Second, you must know your hunting ground. Our reactive and evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljid, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljid reveals favorable winds. That means more merchants to rob, but also more competition. And now I'm proud to share with you the essence of Skull and Bones, a shared world where every player encounter matters. Will you fight or will you ally? This is what we call the hunting grounds. All right, pirates. Let's head to the hideout and have a great E3.
Your hunt for the convoy starts here, in your hideout, deep within the Chagos Islands. This hidden pirate den provides everything you need for your next strike. From your shipyard, you choose the Black Horn for the upcoming battle. The strong winds will boost its speed, giving its battering ram a devastating punch.
So, what's it gonna be?
Next, choose the right crew and gear for the mission ahead. Demi cannons are slow loading, but deadly at short range. Rockets are blazing fast and deal powerful damage from every angle. With everything loaded, let's head out. The winds are strong and the day is clear. That means more merchants to rob, but also more rival pirates out looking for a quick score. According to your intel, the convoy is sailing past a Portuguese fort, taking advantage of the strong winds.
There she is, with our loot!
That fort is too strong to simply sail past. Its cannons can blast you out of the water. You need to find a way to sneak by before the convoy slips away.
Wreck sighted, Captain!
Fortunately, deception is another tool in the pirates' arsenal.
Let's fool these blackguards!
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant, you try to creep past the fort.
Captain, if we engage, they will see through our guys.
Portuguese merchant and escort!
This island provides perfect cover for a surprise attack. Plot the optimal course for an intercept, rigging your sails for speed. You want to catch your victim off guard.
Captain, there she is!
Fire as she bangs!
That got her good!
Ship's ready to be boarded.
Show no mercy!
What was theirs is now ours! Captain, we've got what we need! Let's get out of here!
Sail! Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Your attack has alerted a powerful Portuguese warship. At the helm is a Commodore, too tough to handle on your own. Even worse, you could lose your loot. You need help, and you need it fast.
That one's with us!
Other captains have answered your call. 4 against 1 should even the odds. Your side forms a tight squadron, using a coordinated battle plan. The enemy strikes first. The first ship goes down, breaking your formation. Turns his cannons on you. You brace for fire, absorbing the first blow. Your allies maneuver for position. The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire. It unleashes its special ability, Siege Mode. Once anchored, it can fire its cannons without limits. The Jaeger slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit. The Royal Fortune can't hold out much longer. It's up to you to land the killing blow.
Full speed or we die! Time to turn off this!
The battle is won. But the glitter of gold can turn new allies into deadly enemies. For there is no honor among thieves.
To the digital space.
You're completely safe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elijah Wood, co-founder of SpectraVision. Though we're known for our film content, we're also avid gamers, and the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
And my name is Benoit Richer, game director on Transference. Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create this unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Have you ever dreamed of entering someone else's consciousness? Exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
To escape, you must go hands-on to search for clues, solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together the mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
What's going on? Where's Mom?
You're gonna see her real soon, okay? Just hold still.
Don't believe his lies.
Are you comfortable? I know this rig's a bit cumbersome, but that's always the way with these new prototypes, huh? And all you have to do is just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father, huh? Unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh? But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work. Reverse the process. All of our sacrifices. That's my gift to you. Us.
Help me! Help me! Please!
Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son. I love you with all of my heart.
I have waited so long for this. We will sacrifice the world of Atlas to the harvest.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
The Legion is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need to find help from every planet in Atlas.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Drax isn't going to stop until we end this.
I will finish this.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Laurent Melville, Creative Director on Starlink Battle for Atlas. Last year, revealed our modular starship innovation to the world and showed you how players could reconfigure it instantly to adapt to any challenge. This year, we're excited to show you what the depth of the open world that we've built and put the game directly into your hands. We're going to take you on a journey 400 light years away from Earth to the Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local factions, and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots, starships, and gear, and unleash devastating combos to save Atlas from the relentless Forgotten Legion. The mission will not be easy. Atlas is a dangerous place, and our heroes will need all the help they can get.
Could use a little help here. Can you hear me?
Let's rock and roll, boys!
It is an honor to welcome Star Fox in Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Isn't it, Laurent?
It's amazing. Ever since I started working on Starlink, I wanted to invite Fox and his crew into the game. And Star Fox on Super Nintendo was the first 3D game I've ever played, and I'll never forget that. And so for me, this moment is a dream come true.
And this dream was only made possible thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo. We can't wait to play Fox on the Nintendo Switch. I would like to give a special thanks to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Miyamoto. Hello, how are you? So I know you were coming today, so I came with a gift. You know, it's the first prototype of the vessel that we such saw. Do you like it? Super. So thank you very much. So it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy to see you backstage. So let's go and join them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Yves. For everyone at E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth, where we'll have a full hands-on demo for you to try. For everyone else, Starlink will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Check out starlinkgame.com to pre-order the game right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
Streamers, cosplayers, artists, tournament organizers, and all of our players, you are for honor. Indeed. Hello, I'm Roman Campos-Oyola, Creative Director. Whether it be upgraded stability with the dedicated servers, release of heroes, constant balancing, and new training tools, we would not be here without your passion and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you. But actions speak louder than words, right? In celebration of E3, we are inviting new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet, now is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday, we are giving away the PC Starter Edition on Uplay. Download it this week on PC, and it's yours for free. So come, join the fight with us. But that's not all. Because building on everything that we've learned, we are now ready to expand our world.
Waiting for the fall. Tell them something is coming. There's blood in the water. Give them a warning. Let it all come crashing down. Burn the castle to the ground. Hang their lives, no disguise. It's our time. Let it all come down.
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China. Warriors of the Wulin factions fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, the Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far. But this update would not be complete without answering a huge request from our community. A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy. You know what it is? The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode, Breach.
Hi everyone, I'm Delphine Dosset, brand director on the Creed 2. In just a few days, freedom will be yours. Freedom to get your hands on your dream car, bike, boat, or plane and unleash your passion for motorsports all across the United States. The Creed 2 releases on June 29th, and we are very happy to announce that the open beta will be available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on June 21st. But there's more. You can preload the open beta right now, so you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts. From all of us at Ivory Tower, welcome to the Creed 2.
can a child save us all? If he's sentenced to die? Tell me, Nikolaos. Tell me before you let our son go.
Where we begin does not define who we will become. Before you, I see a path. Built by friendship and family, love and loss, war and bloodshed.
You were sent by the gods to protect this world.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it. As you write your Odyssey across the mountains and the seas, remember, the fate of Greece journeys with you.
Thank you. I'm Jonathan Dumont, Creative Director of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is more than just an adventure. It truly is a role-playing journey. You will explore, on land and sea, one of the most iconic and influential settings in human history, ancient Greece. The golden age of Athens saw the rise of democracy, modern medicine, revolutionary art, and Western philosophy. But it was also a time of war. A devastating conflict between Sparta and Athens, the Peloponnesian War, divided the Greek world and changed the course of history. In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins. You, a simple mercenary, an outcast, to take on an incredible quest to save your loved ones and become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec and from around the world have spent the last 3 years putting all their energy, passion, and dedication into this project. We have continued to transform Assassin's Creed into an epic RPG experience. An RPG in which you will not just play an Odyssey, but your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices. And the first choice you'll make at the start of the game is to choose your character. Alexios or Cassandra? And you play that character for the entire game. You share the bloodline of a legendary Spartan hero and bear his mysterious weapon.
Your turn.
Leonidas' spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed.
The broken spear of Leonidas gives you access to powerful ranged combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash on your enemies. And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly interact with history like never before.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
He should be halfway to Mykonos by now.
Oh, really? You let that lunatic run loose? Are you sure that was wise?
I'm not sure approaching you was wise.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
Over the next few days, you can experience this for yourself here at E3 in our playable demo. And for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you, have a great E3.
Such a beautiful island.
Ah, Mykonos Island, built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Iraklis.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios, that's you. We are a small but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our Athenian oppressors. A warrior named Diocles fights with them. None who face him survive. Please, Mystios, our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
What did your informant tell you?
Word has already spread of you sinking those ships. There's a price on your head.
Whew, that didn't take long.
There's also word of Spartans landing on Mykonos.
So, I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
An Athenian ally.
Who's at war with Sparta.
And don't forget the bounty!
Business as usual, then.
Gods protect you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy protecting Diocles from me.
We've been spotted! Go! I'll handle this!
Fight them for all you're worth! Ella. Mercenary. This can't be good.
The mighty
chasing your own death, mercenary!
You won't escape me!
You want my head? Come and take it!
You can't defeat me!
You really should have left me alone. Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home. I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with her?
Ha! The mercenary who bears the Eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about paying me handsomely.
Ha! Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved our people for too long. Help us free Mykonos from their grasp, and you'll have more drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of our rebellion to you, and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault, but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle! If you're half the warrior Kira says you are, we'll grind these Athenians into dust!
All right, Spartan. I'll fight with you. But Diocles is mine.
To battle, then!
everyone. And thank you for joining us. And thanks to everyone watching from home. To our teams, it's an honor to work with some of the best in the world. Congratulations on a great show. Yeah. I am an optimistic guy, and I am particularly excited about the future of technology and the positive role games will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers, because we know when we do that together, everything gets better. So have a great E3. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the post-show. As promised, that was an amazing conference, but we're not wasting any time. We're jumping right into it. We're going to show live exclusive gameplay of The Division 2. Yeah. I have with me Matthias Carlson, right? Producer.
Matthias Carlson, yes.
And Christian Panner, game director and producer, respectively. How you guys doing?
Excellent.
Yeah, you excited?
Super excited.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, congrats on the exciting reveal at the Microsoft conference and obviously the amazing news during the UB conference. Yeah. So today, to our left, we've got Yannick Banchereau, ComDev on The Division 2, and 3 other devs from the massive development team. They'll be showing a 4-player co-op tackling a control post. And Yannick will be walking us through a little bit into his strategy. But first of all, I wanted to ask you guys, what are we going to see here?
Well, this is, first of all, actually the E3 demo that we're showcasing here at E3. Right?
So people can play this at the LAC, at the Ubisoft.
If you're in LA and you're going to E3, you can play what they're playing right now. So that's awesome. That's really cool. So this is it's a tiny little slice of the open world in Washington, D.C. in the Division 2, right? And this is actually, they're on their way towards that same crash site that we saw in the E3.
Right, the
Microsoft brief, yeah.
Yeah, the crash of the Air Force One. Except
exactly.
Right now, it's tackling at a different entry point than what was shown at the Microsoft conference. Am I right?
Exactly, yeah.
And so obviously the big reveal was the setting, Washington, D.C., capital city of America. Christian, I want to ask you, what was the reasoning behind that? Can you tell us a bit more?
Yes, absolutely. We were very excited to showcase that yesterday in our reveal and to show more, of course, today. We had multiple options. We investigated multiple options, but for us, Washington, D.C. felt like the natural choice for 2 obvious reasons. One, of course, is the seat of power in U.S. And second, it's also the home of the headquarters of the Division.
Right, the HQ of the Division agents,
Absolutely.
right? That's awesome. And I can see there is no more snow nor ice. Can you tell us a little more about really the timeline from the Division to the Division 2?
Yes, absolutely. In Washington, D.C., we are now in the middle of the summer, 7 months after the events in New York City. So the summer, the season, allow us to showcase a vibrant city where nature is now taking over the city.
It's beautiful. Hey, Yannick, can you do just like a pan? Oh, I guess you're in action right now, but just like the pan of the city here. I mean, obviously, it's beautiful in its own way. It's got character. Yannick, why don't you tell us a bit more on how you plan to tackle your playthrough?
Try to spread around actually, so we can have a bit of a tactical approach to things and not just like face tank. So that's we'll see how that plays out.
I think we should pay extra attention to Yannick.
Yes, exactly, and just judge him.
Don't
no
judge
pressure.
me. I've been judged for my hand wave already earlier. So.
Okay, so Matthias and Christian, I played some of the Division. I haven't played hundreds of hours like the thousands of players out there. If there was a few things you could say about the Division 2 that new players should know, what would you say?
The list is long. I mean, we're very excited, both as gamers at the office and as devs, right? Of all the things we refined, tweaked, and tuned from the Division 1. Everything from the combat to refining the RPG and all that. So there's a lot of that, but also a lot of new things. So I think where they are right now, the open world is one of them. It's, first of all, 20% bigger than the first game, New York. And it's very, very faithfully recreated, almost one-to-one with the actual DC, right?
That's amazing. And sorry to cut you off, but Christian, you mentioned, so you guys chose watching the DC. I'm curious, did the team take any trips there to kind of really get an authentic recreation of Washington, DC?
Absolutely. We had multiple trips after we chose this setting, and we met with different architects from the city, with urban explorers, with artists from local artists
that's awesome.
to make sure that everything, it's looking beautiful in the game.
So people living in Washington, DC can kind of walk around and try to find their homes?
Absolutely. Although this is an interpretation of Washington, our interpretation of Washington, D.C. is going to be a bit more, let's say, with more nature into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then also this open world in the Division 2 is very much alive. We put a lot of love, sweat, and effort into creating this living world system where not just the enemy factions of the world spread out in different areas, right? But also the civilians that you're fighting to help and protect. They're all doing things in the open world dynamically.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're acting on needs for resources and goals of what they're trying to achieve, not least to control these key strategic locations like this control point here by the crash site. This creates a lot of movement and activity, and ultimately things for you to do as a player and surprise.
Right.
Because you don't know what's going to happen around the next corner. Right?
Absolutely. A lot of gameplay opportunities for the player to kind of pick and choose exactly what it is that they want to do. And so right now they have reached the control point. I take it. How you doing there, Yannick?
That's fine. We are kind of, we all enter from the same area. Actually, we just try to rush into it, and we are pushing our way through. So far it's fine, but we have the tank coming now, so...
Oh, well, good luck with that. Matthias, so what faction are they playing against right now?
They're playing against a faction called the True Sons. Nasty people.
Nasty people that they should get rid of.
Yeah.
And so I know another big reveal, big new feature that was mentioned during the Ubisoft conference are the specializations. Right. Can you tell me a little more about that?
Specializations is really adds a new extra layer and dimension to endgame, where you've been going on this incredible journey through the game, through the leveling game, the campaign. You've been growing in both power and capability.
Right.
You've been getting new skills, mods for those skills, weapons and gear, etc. When you get to endgame, you're presented with a choice of how do you really truly want to specialize now.
Right.
The first choice is the signature weapons that we saw in the conference, right?
Right, and I think it's important to note, I think that these specializations, they're not like roles that a player kind of sticks to. They can kind of choose to grow which skill tree, am I right?
Absolutely. Each one of them is a progression track in itself. It's not just a signature weapon, and this signature weapon, is important to note, it sits on top of the rest of your toolbox. You're not changing something out, you're gaining more things.
Right.
And then, very much along the lines of the design philosophy that we have, you're growing capability. So you can progress one specialization all the way, then the next one, and the next one.
And then you become the ultimate
player. Exactly, you get full flexibility to
And you're going to need to become that, because we also announced today that for the first time in a Division game, we have raids.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Absolutely incredible challenges.
That's an 8-player co-op, is that
Absolutely. It's up to 8-player co-op, and you need to be prepared for that. It's going to be very hard to tackle that challenge.
That is very cool. Yannick, how are we doing here?
Like that.
Like
just blowing stuff up with my grenade launcher.
Have you been downed yet?
So Yannick, you're playing the demolition specialization, am I right?
Yes.
Can you show us what's signature weapon you've got equipped there?
Yeah, I got that nice grenade launcher here. And so I get to make a lot of very nice explosions.
You get to blow shit up?
Yeah, like that.
And our other massive developers here, I believe are playing Survivalist and Sharpshooter, am I right?
That's correct.
I don't know if we can get the audience to see the skill set of the other specialists. I believe that's the Sharpshooter, am I right?
That's correct, yeah. So the demolitionist that Jank is playing has the grenade launcher, which is all about, radius, controlling an area, creating mayhem, flushing enemies out of cover, getting several of them in the blast at the same time, etc. Right?
Absolutely.
Whereas the sharpshooter has this super powerful sniper rifle, 50 cal, that can penetrate several targets. So you can find, you know, your angles and line them up. And this feature that we have very prevalently in Division 2 on the enemy archetypes, the weak points that are associated with the enemy's special abilities.
Oh, it's great.
You can pop all of those coming in and out of the target.
Looks like Yannick actually did it. He captured the control
you
point.
You did it!
Congratulations.
Yay, congrats.
That's surprising, I'll have to
Awesome.
It is surprising.
I feel like he didn't do as good during the rehearsals, but I feel like the pressure has cost him to up his game. All right, so if, well, I think we're done taking over this control point now. Yannick, why don't you come join us over here? Let's talk about this.
We did it!
we did it! Yay!
So that was not too ridiculous, but it's okay.
Well, now that you're here, I think we've got a free pod. Well, is there like another player that can that you think can fill?
Yeah, I think you guys want to keep playing, right? You want to play more of it, yes. I see the nod. All right, so yeah, we happen to have a Think Panda just here, who I think would be a great fit
Come on over, Think
to play
Panda.
the Division.
Hey,
hello.
what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm okay, I'm great.
How was the
Very
conference
excited.
from inside?
It was amazing.
Yeah, did you like what you saw with the Division?
Oh my god, there's so much to look forward to.
Are you excited to play the Division 2?
Yes, so excited. I cannot wait.
It's going to be the first time you play it, so...
Yes, I hope I do well.
I have
see how
faith
it
in you.
goes.
I have
Thank
faith.
you. Thank
All
you.
right, so let's jump right in then.
Yeah,
Let's get to the
Make us
pod
proud.
and show us what you got.
Thank you.
All right, Yannick, so tell me, how do you think you did?
I think my team did great.
So they did all the work and you just like stood there watching.
They did all the work and I was basically just like trying to not look too ridiculous. So
amazing. Well, Yannick, so as obviously ComDev, you were ComDev on the Division and now ComDev on the Division 2. You've played hundreds of hours, much more than me, of the Division. So playing the Division 2, what can you tell me about that experience?
What's great with playing the Division 2 is that, as you said, I played a lot of hours of the Division 1 and like 600 or 700 hours of that game, which for our community is like okay, yeah, it's not so bad. But still, and playing the Division 2, what I really love is that it really feels like a Division experience. It really feels like I'm playing the Division. I directly know the controls. I directly know how to move around and how to handle it. But it feels very fresh. There are so many changes, so many small things, so many new things, new skills, the signature weapons, even the open spaces, the way to approach combat with like the 360 and everything. It's just yeah, it feels like a very completely fresh new experience.
That's awesome. If there was one or two things that you'd say was the most requested in the Division that you could say maybe coming to the Division 2, is there anything you talk about that? I think specializations is something that is going to, that like Division players, like experienced Division players are going to love because it's really directly fulfilling that fantasy of like, I really want to go in that kind of role and I want to like grow more and more into it, especially in endgame. And so I think this is going to be something that Division players are going to love. That's awesome. So let's check in with Think Panda over here. I think she may be trying to tackle the control point in a different way. I mean, and it's something that you can do in the Division, right? You can kind of really tackle any challenge the way that you want with the playstyle that suits you.
Right, and so it's important to note that what they're playing here, this is not a mission. Right, this is just one of the many open world activities that you encounter when you're out and about exploring the world. And that's another aspect of DC being a fantastic setting for us. That it's like, for people who haven't been there, it's a very diverse city in terms of its different biomes and districts. We have almost jungle-like nature up around the Potomac, and then these big, wide open spaces of the mall really lends themselves to open area combat like we saw, where we can really think about, okay, how are we going to approach this situation?
Right, how to strategize exactly with like your team of co-op players, or I mean, you can go at it alone if you wanted to.
You can play everything in the Division, if you so will.
That's awesome. I mean, Yannick, I think we've got some questions from the community.
Yeah, we've got a couple questions. We have XX Inside XX who's asking us, is the DZ coming back?
Absolutely, we're going to have Dark Zone in the Division 2. It's going to be a revised version of the Dark Zone, and it's going to be ready at launch.
Revised as in
nice.
As in absolutely fantastic.
The best Dark Zone ever. All right. We also have a Session who's asking when does the beta start and how to sign up to it.
what we try to do with the beta is that as long when we get closer to the launch, we want to be very, very prepared. And so closer to March 15, we're gonna be able to give you more details about how when we're gonna start the actual beta plan.
Okay, but you can sign up now.
You can sign up now, right? Exactly. thedivision.com/beta. Register now.
You're such a pro. You're so good.
And so, what kind of presents you guys have at E3 this year? You've got the booth, the Ubisoft booth, where people can play the demo that we're showing right now. And I believe ComDevs have some live streams on the Tuesday and Wednesday as well.
Yes, we're going to start our live streams tomorrow. We are going to be streaming for like 2 days, total of like 14 hours of live stream. We're going to be showing more of the demo. We're going to be sitting down with some of you guys, showing people from the team, showing people from the community. We have a lot of things coming.
Amazing. And so you mentioned a closed beta. People can register right now. Where is it that they can register? Is there a website?
I will say that again.
Do your thing.
Thedivision.com/beta. Register now to have a guaranteed place in the beta program that we're gonna run for the division.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Pana.
And I've got a last question. When is the division coming out? The Division 2.
Yes, Division 2 is coming out March 15, 2019.
March 15, 2019.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC.
Save the date. Thank you for watching, everybody. This was the post show. We showed some exclusive The Division 2 gameplay, met the devs. Thanks for spending time with us. Thank you, and have a great E3.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Bye-bye.